You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking my feet up. You know what I'm saying? We're at the crib, nigga, and kick the shoes off. You understand me? I'm at the crib with it.
Get relaxed as possible, you heard me?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you feel me? So yeah, y'all done heard the news. Y'all heard the news correct, man. We done started a PODCAST, man. The hottest joint in the world, man. Keeping it so real and so true. Webby out here looking for us, man. Trying to sign us a trill, fam. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take the glasses off so you can know this the truth. This ain't no booth. You feel me? This is the Dapper Dialogues podcast where we rather be. Why would you rather be fly when you could be dapper instead? You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? Why be fly when you can be dapper, you feel me? So come kick it with Dapper D and Dapper T, you feel me? Yeah, that's off the top.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
with it. Yeah, but my co-host here, you know what I'm saying?
What's good? This your boy D Prince the Boy, but you know, just kicking it with my bro Troy. You know, I came to Dallas, decided we was about to pop some stuff off. So look, Dapper Dialogues. Yeah, this is the first episode, but they got more to come. I promise y'all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sure. We so hot, man. You can't throw water on us, man. We popping like hot fish grease. You understand me? Y'all already know who I am. You feel me? I'm the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? You can keep the rest because I'm the best. You feel me? The best, the host with the most, the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? Me, all that. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep it so P. You know what I'm saying? That I can only kick it with L, M, N, and O. You knew that already though, but we just gonna dive straight into it, man. So
basically, what we gonna do first is we gonna tell them why we started the podcast. What was our reason on developing this podcast?
Okay.
So basically, what we started. Basically, we wanted to do it to let everybody know that to never give up. Really, like it don't matter how hard it gets. Shit, I mean, there's always a way. Where there's a how, there's a way. So
like real rap though, like especially with like doing anything in life, man, my partner's gonna see this and they're gonna be like, bro, he finally started a podcast. Bro, I've been trying to start a podcast since I don't know. I started one during COVID. With my partner. It lasted pretty good. But you know, we did I think 6 episodes or whatever. And we didn't do it the proper way. We just posted on YouTube, which is cool. Yeah. It looked cool, little vibe. You know, it wasn't nothing too crazy, but we did like 6 episodes, and we just shut it down. But I've been wanting to start one way before I did that. And one thing that I really realized though is that waiting on somebody else,
you'll be waiting.
You'll be waiting forever, bro. Like.
Facts.
I've been talking about like doing a podcast forever. I've been wanting to do it even before you got here, but it's like I realized. I mean, it's some people that do solo podcasts, but it's definitely better when you got somebody with you. And I just moved. You know, we all just moved. But I was out here for a whole year, and then shoot, I even had some partners out here I wanted to do one with, but I was like, I don't like. We talked about it, but you know, you talk about something. Everybody don't want to just jump into it. Everybody kind of like, oh yeah, they pump fake and oh yeah, I'll do it.
They push it to the side. Because the only reason it's like that is because they don't take it as serious as you do. That's the thing.
Facts.
Real talk. Like that's the main thing. You're gonna have people that's gonna be taking shit serious as much as you do, or you're gonna have people that's lacking.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, bro, like I wanted to start a podcast, but I didn't know like how to present it. Like I didn't know like basically what I was gonna talk about just being by myself. Yeah. Like you wanna, and it's kind of boring. Like you in there by yourself, you're recording by yourself, so you kind of like. But when you got somebody with you, we can relate to each other. You feel me?
Nice.
So
it's like just snowballing ideas, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other, convo, you know, cause and reaction. Positive or negative, it just depends on how I feel. But you feel me? I was coming kick it really today. Let's finish talking about it. So yeah, we both been wanting to start one. Yeah. As you can see though, I said if you wait for somebody, you'll be waiting forever. Because I really wanted to start one back in 2020. Shit, what 3 years later, 2023?
Yeah.
Not
happened.
But it finally happened. Oh. And, you know.
And it's about to take off for real.
And you see right here, this like leather this like quilt, this cotton, but it really don't even relate to us because we cut from such a different cloth.
Facts.
You feel me? So it don't matter what the material is, it's gonna get felt regardless. So, you know, whether we started late, early, right on time, you'll never know. But it's still gonna get felt and it's gonna hit harder than Holyfield, regardless.
Facts.
But what about you? So what about your journey and throughout like so for all y'all that don't know, if you don't know nothing about us, you follow. My name is Troy Jr. on Instagram, Troy Collins,
and DeAndre Prince, D Prince the Barber on Instagram.
And we both have clothing brands. We both have clothing brands. For y'all that don't know, his is around his neck and on the hat.
Check it out.
He really can't outshine me because I would come and be cool, casual. I come in here, he chained up. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, let him know. If you don't talk about it, you gotta see it. You know
what I'm saying? You gotta pop it like the wannabes. You feel me? But yeah, I seen that. I wouldn't go cop mine. Wouldn't go get me in. I was like, oh, we coming like that, big baller shot caller. You feel me? So I went out there, went go grab mine. But yeah, we both got clothing brands. I got some old vintage, you know, vintage T-on Beyond Noir is my clothing brand.
And then, you know, 3P Legacy on the hat. On the hat, also coming soon. Y'all stay tuned to that.
Yeah, hat's on the way. His hat's is definitely the truth. And, you know, I shout out my people. The hat I got on right now, Young Shiner clothing brand.
Hey, that be kind of fire.
Yeah, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
They really, I don't know if y'all can see it, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a, you know what I'm saying? I was with the Chinese people in the back. They said they killed a dog and a cat. You know what I'm saying? I had a cop, and I'm like, man, I'm with my dogs till the Chinese people come for real. We love the Chinese, though, real rap. But yeah, so we both got our clothing brands. You know, we both been on this long journey and all that. But before we even get into all that, we're going to let y'all learn a little bit about us, you know, who we are. And, you know, y'all just enjoy the ride, vibe out.
And basically, I don't know if you ever told them, which I never did, but I would want to see, like, also what was your reason on your clothing brand. Like, let them know. Let them know what was the reason why you made your clothing brand. We not just like no regular clothing brand where we just trying to put clothes out there. Our clothing brands have a meaning, for real.
Far from a regular, degular, schmegular. You feel me? I'm not even gonna play them type of gimmicks. Like, I'm extremely far from that. But I mean, sure, we can jump into that right now. So I'm gonna do the backstory. I'm gonna just jump into my backstory, and then how I got here. And then you can jump into yours. You want to go first or what?
It don't matter. However you want to do it.
Well, look, so I'll jump in. I'm gonna try to speed it up, but I'm gonna still give y'all a good amount of detail. So to sum up the first good portion of my life, probably just like every African American male, sports was the goal. You know, I know you was too. So yeah, I was chasing football dreams. Everybody else chased hoop dreams, some type of hoop athletic sport dreams. But like the old heads always saying, you know, when you're a youngin', you hear them be like, the air gonna let out the ball one day. And you be like, man, you just hating because you ain't. But it's true, you know. Even the best of the best, it go out of
everybody, man.
So it's like, you know, I know me, I was chasing that. Right when everything started going good, and I finally fell in love. So on the whole contrary, a lot of people don't know this. I hated football my entire life until I got to the 10th grade. 10th grade summer is why I fell in love with football. And that's later that summer is when I got hurt. No, I lied. Wait, was it? I got hurt my 11th grade years. Yeah. So I fell in love with it 10th grade summer. Then the next year I got hurt. Tore my ACL out. So that's what happened. I was playing football, chasing football dreams. Got hurt, and then I ain't really know what happened. It was like a world shocking moment, bro. Like, you couldn't sit up here and tell me that I wasn't going to play football. So that was the only thing I had planned. I mean, I had some other like passions and stuff, but man, I thought I was going for sure. Football, that was gonna be the way out. Uh, get hurt, turned out that wouldn't happen. So tore my ACL, couldn't walk or put no weight on it for 4 weeks. So I'm just like a pillow. I couldn't move really. Like, and then I tell people all the time, and I was like, I wouldn't wish ACL. Well, I told my ACL, MCL, and lateral meniscus. I tell people I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy because that was like, for me, that was the lowest point of my life. Like, and I didn't feel like it in the moment, but looking back, I can see what it really was. And bro, like, I was like really depressed and all that. But it's just like, as a black man, first off as a man, then on top of that, as a black man, you gotta carry your emotions on your shoulder. Like you can't, you gotta carry it on the chin, keep it pushing, like throw it on like a jacket and rocking and keep it pushing. So like I ain't really know how to express that emotion. So I internalized it and was using it. I use this like a fire. Like, and some people they turn into a positive, outcome, and some people it end up getting worse. But that was like my fire to get back and get to it and get after it. I'm like I basically took all that negativity and that staggerness where I just was stuck for so long, and I used that as like my momentum and fire to get back right, to get back on the field and try to pursue them dreams again. But basically, when that happened, it opened my mind because I was like, okay, what if I don't get to do this, and what if everything don't play out how I thought it would? So I was like, dang. And then I really still didn't have an idea, but I knew I always was like a creative person, and I always knew I never wanted to work for anybody else. I always wanted to have my own business, like not necessarily a brand, but I wanted to be my own boss. Didn't want to work for nobody. So I was just, I kind of got back into football dreams. Senior year come around, get a few offers. Not the biggest offers that I wanted, but I had a little interest, to start off somewhere, and if I wanted to, you know, get to the next level after that. A few JUCO, D2, D3, nothing major, but enough that if you really wanted, you could still pursue it. And I really was about to pursue it. I was about to go to, I think it's a school was in Delaware or Maryland or something. But it was a situation that came up that didn't allow me to go do that. So I ended up having to stay in Louisiana and go like an hour away. I'm from Louisiana. Both of us were from Louisiana. So just
the boot.
Yeah, big boot, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I had to stay in Louisiana. I went about an hour or two up the road to a school called Louisiana College. I think it's called Louisiana Christian University now. But I went up there, played football, got hurt. But what kind of led me to start the brand was like, so 2020 is when I graduated. I graduated in the midst of COVID. So we only went to school like half that year. And then I think we got out of school in February, and we didn't go back into graduation. So I was just at home on the game, like thugging outside every day.
So basically, at that time, a clothing brand wasn't even on your mind.
It really wasn't, but that's when I ended up starting it. I think I started in like April-ish, I want to say. So February, March, April. So I guess you could say after about 2.5 months of just wilding, I was like, you know what, I could do this. And then, you know what, another thing is, like, I always wanted to be like fly. So I'm like, I always like had a passion for like just always being clean. And I'm like, dang, all the stuff I like is like designer or something. And I'm like, bro, it's so expensive. So I'm like, bro.
Definitely right about this.
Like, I was like, bro, I could just make my own clothes and wear it. I'm like, shit, I could just pop my own, you feel me, and make it like that. So that was really like one of the main things. And then like just being able to have like, like you see something
Hold
you
on,
like.
cut you off. Hold on, we're gonna have to pause it.
Well, you about to go get that chicken? Just let it play and we can cut it off.
It's good. I was just making sure that it was still.
Oh, we can cut that up. But what I was saying?
So basically, you're talking about how you was about to start your clothing brand. You say you started it
Oh
in
yeah,
April.
yeah. So I started in April. So I basically just wanted to have like fly clothes, all that. Wear my own stuff. So in April, I hit up a few. I think I hit you. I don't remember who all I hit, but I hit like 4 or 5 like family members in a group chat, or maybe it was more than that. It might have been maybe 10. But I'm not close with all of my family, just like a few of them anyway. So I hit up about 5 to 10 family members in a group chat. And I think I said, like anybody I want to start a clothing brand, because I'm fresh out of high school, and my growing up, my dad was always like, "You don't work, you don't eat."
Facts.
But he was like, "Yo," as a kid, he was like, "Yo, equivalent to working is playing sports." So he was like, "Long as you focusing on sports, you ain't got to get no job or nothing like that." So I never got a job. So my first real job was, shoot, like after my freshman year of college. I always had money and I was a hustler. Like, I used to sell I was the headphone man around Lake Charles, the charger man. Like I was flooding the city, man, with chargers and headphones. If you know, you know. Yeah, I ran up some racks. I was selling the iPhone adapters. Like them was $7 a pop. For basketball, I used to travel with the basketball team. I used to be the cameraman. Was using them just to go on all the free trips. Don't care. They gonna see this and probably laugh. It don't matter. And I was using the whole team. I mean, I met some people, my bros still, but man, it was really F that team. I was just getting out of class early, trips, all that free stuff.
I don't think you're the only one.
Man,
I don't
bro.
think you're the only one that did that.
Fast. And then so on the trips and stuff, I always, I never knew like the hotspot situation. When you were a kid or something, your parents like don't cut that hotspot on, or they was like, we don't have a hotspot, but every phone has a hotspot.
Yeah.
They just be like, I guess because if you don't got it in your plan, maybe.
Yeah, if you don't got it in your plan, sometimes it won't. You don't have it. But still, though, they didn't do it for that. They did the hotspot because they just wanted you to stay off the internet.
Exactly. So they was like, but basically, so a lot of people didn't have hotspots, or they was told not to use it. So my mom, she told me, she's like, yeah, you got a hotspot, and it come with a certain amount of gigs, and when it run out, it's just gonna stop. I ain't gonna be able to use it. It wasn't like I could go over and it was gonna charge her anything like that. So on these trips, we going through the boonies, the sticks, country. Cause I went to a 1A school, small. So we playing the smallest of the smallest schools, all that, all like hour in the country. So I think it started off as my partner. I don't even know how it really started, but somehow somebody asked me for a hotspot one day, and I let them use it, and then it just translated into more people like wanting to get involved, and was like, yo, let me use your hotspot, let me use your hotspot. So I started charging. So my method was $12 if you just want a one way, $15 for the and back.
You was charging like a U-Haul.
Hey, I was running it up, and then I played it so P, man. Look, I'm telling you, man. Everybody,
which niggas you got to do that? Like,
bro, I'm about to run it.
They was really paying $12,
bro. I used to get like 7 niggas doing this, bro. Like, all right, and then on
that nigga
top,
making money while he owned the bus.
bro. I'm talking about I'm running up cheese. I'm cutting deals and everything, like everything. So I'm like, I'm doing this. Oh fuck! I was about to say. Fuck. I had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's what it was. So I had this. How I played it. So P, man. I'm running this up, and it don't matter. And I'm using my phone too while I'm on my hotspot. And other people on your hotspot, it kill your battery faster.
Yeah.
So my whole thing was I don't do no refunds. Still don't do refunds to this day. But the way I played it, I said once my phone hit 40%, I'm cutting it off.
Wait, what's your favorite? Who your favorite basketball player?
You ain't gonna say nothing about the technical
No,
difficulties.
I just want to know who you before.
Uh,
Like,
my favorite basketball player right now, Jason Tatum. Current
oh,
Jason
okay,
Tatum. Yeah.
okay. That's what I was just at. I was just
Who yours is?
shit. LeBron. That's been my favorite player for a minute though.
Big Bron, can't go wrong with him.
But if
But
it was besides, if it was besides LeBron, it'll probably be Giannis.
Giannis, huh? I used to be a Giannis fan. I mean, I'm not like a not a Giannis fan, but he used to be like one of my favorite players. But I don't know. It's just at one point I felt like he was the most dominant ever, like in the league. Not ever, but like he was just like so going so crazy. Like it would be like crazy to deny his his presence basically.
Yeah, only reason I put Giannis not in like I lie, forget that. I would still put Giannis in my top five. But the reason why I wouldn't consider him as like one of the best to ever do it because he gotta find a jump shot, bro.
I mean he's got that
He's
now.
getting better, but if
Like
he just keep
right now,
accelerating,
I think one game he had like three threes. I think like that ain't bad for him. But
yeah, shit. At one point he couldn't shoot none. That's just like
Westbrook,
no, your boy Ben Simmons.
yeah, he'll shake back hopefully.
Ben Simmons, I was putting Ben Simmons and Giannis in the same kind of category. But then Ben Simmons kind of fell off when he got that injury
You
because
know
they
what's
both couldn't
crazy?
shoot, but they can both get to the goal with ease.
The crazy thing is that Ben Simmons was supposed to be the next LeBron.
Yeah, that's what
Like
they said. Well, they even
I don't
said
know
the
what
same thing
happened.
about Zion.
And both of them niggas don't play.
Bro, both of them injured. Both of them got injured. Then you got Zion sleeping with a stripper.
He must have been listening to T Pain. He was in that bed. I fell in love with a stripper.
That boy got to NO and didn't know what to do.
That boy teed up, eating good,
Eating
freaking
good,
good.
gaining weight, bro. That nigga too damn big. Bro, Zion, he's too explosive to be that big, bro.
Yeah.
Like bro,
He really low key probably should be a football player.
he's shaped like one.
Yeah.
He definitely shaped like a football
You
player
know,
for
I think
sure.
what separates him is the bounce. But he could still be like a tight end for sure.
Yeah, he could. He could.
But yeah, he too I feel like he too agile for football. Cause I feel like he too agile to be a tight end. Somebody big and fast and quick like that gotta be like a running back. And running backs don't
How
last
tall
long.
Zion is? Was
Like
six
6'7",
six?
6'6". Oh.
Yeah. Hopefully, I hope his season. I hope he like start doing something like when he coming back from that injury. But
Welcome back, you guys. We had a temporary difficulties. Uh episode one. We had a small inconvenience. After about an hour of film, we realized that the camera wasn't recording. It's all good, though. I'm saying it's good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm
just
saying?
know if I get up in the middle of the podcast, that's to check to see if we still recording.
But we ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's good in the neighborhood. Like we've been kicking it with Mr. Rogers. You understand me? But we just getting right back to it. Like back and better, like we never left. You know what I'm saying? On top of the shelf, like the elf. All that.
So if you had to, how can I put it? If you had to pick one movie that you had to watch,
Okay.
like that you had to watch, like if you what movie would you watch on an everyday basis, basically?
One movie to watch every day.
Like what movie you don't get tired of? Like you can go back and watch that mug this week, you can watch it next week, and you will never get tired of it.
I think just how I am, I like comedy. So it might have to be a comedy,
And it could be an old movie, new movie.
but weekly, man, I don't think I could watch no movie every week. But I feel like maybe like
All right, so what's a movie that you can always go back and watch, basically, that you would never get tired of, basically, like that? So instead of doing it every week, what's a movie? It can be every month, it can be every 3 months. What movie you can always go back to and still watch it like you just watched it for the first time?
Okay, so it's a few, but I think it's like a few that's like in a line. Like it's a group of them that I could watch, like probably like twice a month maybe, and not be like tired of it. I say one, any movie by Kevin Hart. Two, any movie by The Rock. But if we go in names, I'm gonna go like Baby Boy, The Fridays.
That's mine.
Hey, I love Baby Boy. Like, Yvette,
No, mine is Friday. I can watch Friday.
Yvette, somebody stole the car. Who stole the car, Yvette? I stole the car, Jody. Like, bro, that John.
I want to see my son, Yvette. But yeah, so I put Friday as my, like, I can go back and you can ask Dejan. I can watch Friday, bro. Mm-hmm. I can watch that mug at least like once a month.
I think one reason why I like Friday a lot too is because there's so many different ones and they kept changing up the cast.
Yeah.
Like I had a clip pop up in my phone the other day. I think it was which one is the one that's around Christmas?
That's Friday after next.
Man, they got a clip in there that's so funny when they getting robbed and he like, oh man, not the rollie. He's like, yeah, not the stolen. I was crying laughing when
then they go to the cops. He said, man, we just got robbed by Santa Claus. And he stood us up. He had us like this.
And then whenever Cat Williams in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, what he said, working with a monster.
hold on, pimp. Pimp in there, working with a monster. Then said, hold on, this is not that kind of party.
But well, let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got one. So whenever you become successful, what's the first thing you plan on doing?
Okay, so it's different levels to success.
That is true.
There's business success, monetary success, and then I guess you could say like a spirituality success, maybe like or I guess it'd be better to say like your spiritual growth, which is all 3 forms of success. So if we're talking about business wise, because I mean you could be successful as have a successful business and you personally not have nothing.
Yeah, that is true.
So the first thing I would do when I get my business like peak successfulness, it's probably start trying to involve the community more. So back to school things, holiday things, open up a charity, probably, if I get blessed, open up a scholarship. Like anything, like once my business reaches a peak success, I want to just try to help other people. So, like maybe reach out to some smaller brands, do collabs with them, just help everybody out and stuff like that. Now, money wise, the first thing I do when I get successful, I mean, that still is like, even money wise, is different forms of success. But if we say, I think the very first thing, because I feel like I'll be successful, but I'll wait to like, I'll be successful, but I'll wait till I reach a certain level of success before I buy a house. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you can be successful and still not own a house. So I think like once I reach peak level of success, of course I want to have my own house. Like if we talking like peak, I want to have a house big enough to put everybody in it, like my family, aunts, uncles, maybe a few close friends, maybe about just a big old mansion with like 20 people in it, and it not be crowded. Like everybody still have their own room to duck off, and still kind of get their privacy, but still kind of having that big old family, like like how I be on like the Medias, and everybody come down for this Christmas,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
But
just a,
that would be. But I wish, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish family functions was the same like how it used to be, bro. It's never the same, bro. You on Sundays, your grandmother cook fried chicken or cook red beans, bro.
yeah.
You'll go there, bro. It's nothing like that no more. Good Friday, you'll go to your family, your people house, eat crawfish. Bro, it's
I
not the same no more, bro. And that's what I want to do. I want to
yeah.
bring everybody back together.
I don't know what happened, like especially me growing up, but we was like doing stuff every week, and then out of nowhere, it's just like I guess you just miss once and miss twice, and
And then
then
all of a sudden, it's basically it ain't that no more.
fast, and that was kind of random and odd to me for sure. But
Yeah.
I don't really know where that came from. I don't know what started that. But yeah, it just randomly happened.
Yeah, I know reach my when I start seeing potential in my business start blooming and stuff, I kind of want to go back to like basically back to Lake Charles, and I want to have like a some type of event to where I want everybody I at least want everybody that basically tried to do something and they couldn't succeed and they kind of gave up.
Hmm.
I kind of want to put something on like that to let them know like my circumstance and what I went through. Like this ain't just start automatically and I became successful. You
Yeah,
had to put in the time. I mean, it was rough paths that you had to go through. Shit, it was points to man, you go to a manufacturer and it's like you pay for your stuff, but it's like it's they say it's gonna be ready at a certain time and it's not ready. So
tell me
now you're
about it.
losing out on money. So I want people to, because most people, bro, they wouldn't even after that happened to them, they kind of feel discouraged.
True. So like, if we going back to Pete, just overall success, top of the game, popping my collar, not for a dollar. I want to have a few mentees. Like I want to grab a handful of people and not only do collabs with them, but really help them like from the ins and out of running a multi-billion-dollar business on how to like do what they need to do. Uh,
What's the starting point?
like
Because that's something we didn't know.
basically get them a map, like a
Sure.
game plan, like of how to, you feel me? Like if you follow these steps, you on the right path to being
Yeah,
successful.
yeah.
That's one thing I want to do. Two, if we just talking about popping it, man, of course I want the chains, jewelry, houses, clothes, all that.
Yeah.
But one thing I really want to do, I want to go and buy the block. I want to go back to where I was raised, buy that house, buy all the houses around it, buy the entire block up, and make a big store for my brand. Like, and I want to kind of keep maybe like portions of my actual house, add on to it, make it all big and stuff. Like, make all the streets and stuff, like, make that a big old parking lot.
Yeah.
Just make that like a big old section, like, and just be, something that I could call mine. And, it might not just be a clothing store, or it might be a event center. Who knows? It might have a park. It might have fields. It might have a gym. Like
So basically,
it might be a little bit of something,
you're
everything.
gonna turn your old neighborhood to something where basically you don't have to be afraid to go there. Like it'll be for everybody.
Yeah, but when I say I might buy the whole block up and make each house like a different store. Like I might have some restaurants. I might have some clothing stores. I might put a gym up. Just like kind of like a one stop shop. Like
Now you're
I'm
gonna be the first nigga to do that.
man, telling you, boss.
You'll definitely be the first one to do that.
Like
Like,
and then I'm buying up the whole block, and where I grew up it wasn't that big, so it's almost gonna be
uh,
like a real small, like look, almost like a city. I might call it like something city or T Town or something. And everybody, oh, you at T Town? They got this going on, so and so coming
yeah,
on. They got the fields, like it's like just like a reason for the season almost. Like it's like almost kind of like repurposing my neighborhood and giving people a reason to want to go there. Like even if you're not trying to spend no money, they got events you can chill. Don't have to spend no money. If you hungry, you ain't gotta be like, oh, well, we chilling over here. Let me go get some food. No, we got restaurants, mom and pop or whatever we do. We got 8 different restaurants. Every house a different restaurant. So if you don't want tacos, you can go get burgers. You don't want burgers, you can go get pizza. You can do all that all in one little spot, and then just make it almost like just I don't even know how to explain it. Like Walmart kinda, but better, you know.
So out of all that, I want to ask you what your brand is based on. Like what it's based on. Like what's the meaning towards your brand?
Uh, Unity. Like
Okay.
that's what my brand signifies. Like when I see noir, a lot of y'all might not see it how I see it, but when I see the words noir, I see it from my perspective. I see beyond noir. So that's why some of my pieces I only put noir on it,
Mm-hmm.
or might just have beyond on it, because I see it as one. Like even though it's two words that come together to make one thing, I always see it as a whole. So if I see noir, I'm looking at it as beyond noir and all that, and that's why I automatically just see unity because if I see beyond noir, I see beyond black,
Yeah.
meaning like that's what my brand stands for. Like coming together as a one. It's not about race. It's not about color. It's not about none of that. It's beyond being black, beyond noir.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what made you think of that? What made you come up with the name?
So honestly, when I first started, actually you know because you was involved in some of the process with the names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember. I know I had a few different names I was going with. I don't remember how I got to Beyond Noir exactly, but I said I wanted to do. I knew for a fact that whatever I did, I wanted it to be sound exotic. And shout out to Celine because that was one of my like uh mannequins I kind of looked at was like I like Celine, you know, it was simple, sweet, and I'm like, you know, it kind of sound like you want to, you know, like a little high end, you want to spend some money with them.
Yeah.
So that was what I was kind of. That's what I used, the brand Celine, and I was like, okay, Noir, Celine, Gucci, Louis, like it sound is one syllable, it sound good, and it can compete with the big name brands, and it's even exotic, like Como de Garçon, Femme, like
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of like brands that's like French or even like Latin or stuff like that. So Celine was definitely one of like a big piece for me coming out with how I got my name, and I wanted a piece of it to be French because I know French. A lot of y'all don't know. I know fluent French. I could go to France and get a job right now. I got the whole paperwork and all that. But I know a lot of things in French sound exotic, like bonbon. That's just candy. Or laissez les bon temps rouler. That's you see that all over Louisiana. That just means let the good times roll. Like
Yeah.
or just go. Like they people in Louisiana spell go Geaux. That's French.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just give it like a different meaning. So like even LSU Go Tigers, they do it. Like I just always feel like French is it's kind of like symbolizes like just luxury, period. And I just was so I knew I wanted to have something French, and I think I had a few other ideas, but some of the other ideas I had were taken. Like LLC wise, because I was thinking about this all while making my LLC, and I just came up with putting stuff together, and I think somebody gave me the idea for the Beyond in front of it. Uh, I think I might have had just it might have been just noir like or just black or it was something black at first, and then I end up switching it to I think it was Beyond Black at first because I think I want to do like a double letter. And then I think I flipped it to Beyond Noir. But I think I had like BB, something BB maybe. Like so it was two B's. I don't know, but that was basically like the whole thought process and all that. How about you? Like I see you start 3P, and I know it's for your dad, but like what made you want to be like, I'm gonna start a clothing brand, and I'm not gonna call it like I'm not just gonna call it this, or I'm gonna try to name it to honor
So,
something.
so basically, I started my clothing brand, like you said, because of my dad. He passed away in 2017, and he had a legacy going. Like he made sure his kids was taken care of. My
Yeah,
mom couldn't work, so it was kind of where he had everything on his shoulders. And I
yeah.
never saw him complain. I never saw him whine. I never saw him like basically he took care of what he had to take care of. He
Mhm.
took care of us. And when he passed away, he had so much impact on so many people's lives. Like he was a barber too, so he had an impact on a lot of people's lives. Like he was that barber to where they would call him whenever he get home just to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I saw that. And when he died, I really saw that. Like I saw like people coming up to me and saying, "Man, your daddy was a legend. Your pops was a legend." And it made me start thinking like I want to be remembered like that when I pass away too. Like I
Yeah.
wanna have something going, and I also want to get people that's doubting themselves that they can't do it that it's possible.
Yeah.
Like it's possible to come from out of nothing to something.
Hmm.
Like when my daddy first started cutting hair, he didn't have nothing. Like he
Yeah.
didn't have anything. But eventually, throughout the years, he didn't just get money, but he also got a bigger variety of friends. Like it was
Hmm.
to the point to where, bro, I can go in the grocery store
And see somebody.
and I see somebody and be like, "Little Prince," and I'm looking around, I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" I really don't even remember who they is, but they just know me because I was always with my daddy, and that's how I basically wanted to be. I wanted it to had the same impact like he had. And doing the 3P legacy, the 3P is for basically his initials. His
Yeah.
name was Patrick Paul Prince. So the 3P is
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
See, I didn't even know that. I thought the 3Ps was like because your daddy is a prince, but I thought it was like a family thing. And I'm like, all right, Patrick Prince, but you got three princes, you, your
Yeah.
brother, and your brother and your
And
daddy.
yeah, so yeah, that's why I did it because his name was Patrick Paul Prince, so it was 3P. So I
Mm-hmm.
put 3P
Dang, he
Legacy.
right, PPP. I
Yep,
didn't know that. That's crazy.
yep. And that's the reason why I got the name.
OG PPP. You know what I'm saying? Before the loan, yeah.
Yep.
Stop playing.
So that's basically how I came up with the name, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put legacy behind it because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep his legacy alive.
Even amidst of me always wanting to become an entrepreneur and stuff, I always felt kind of like that pressure to like of just having to be something greater than my environment. Like just from the people I was around and everything, like even from my dad, like same way how you said you go everywhere, like
Yep.
my dad was known like that, but he had like a good rap sheet, like so it's like when you get to a certain point in your life, uh, people just like respect you a certain kind of way. And that's how my dad was, and I was with him all the time. Like I used to be with my mama all the time, but my mom let my mama tell it.
Your
She
mic
go,
still on?
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Are you good?
Let my mama tell it. She gonna be like, cause I used to I don't know how, but my mom was always shopping when I was a kid. So she used to always be like go to the store with her, and I always go hide in like the clothes and stuff. And I used to always be watching her, but she really didn't know where I was. So I used to do it every time. She used to be like, every time we go inside, she'd be like, "Don't go run off." And I go do it. I used to hide in the clothes while looking at her and stuff. And then one day, she said, "Don't go high," and then she always said it though. And she was like, "All right, you went high. I'm taking you to the shop with daddy." And she dropped me off the. And then it just became a habit. Then so she just started dropping me off the every time. I was like, "Dang, I can't go." She was like, "Nope, nope, nope." Like for
Ass be hiding.
facts for years, even when I got older. And then it got to the point where I didn't really care about it then. But she would always do it, and so I just a lot of people they saw me grow up because I was just in the shop.
Yep, that's
Uh,
exactly how I was every summer, bro. I would play Madden in my daddy barbershop the whole summer.
Bro, that was me. But I wasn't mad. At first, I used to just be listening to like all that conversation and stuff, trying to join in. And when I was young, they used to let me sometimes every once in a while get a little crack.
Yeah, bro. And you you know what I used to hate, and I know you probably had the same thing, bro. adults would not care. Like you could be having a conversation, bro. They ignore you.
Yeah.
Like you could be in the conversation and you like, yeah, man, you saw what's his name last night? He dropped like 30 points, bro. They didn't hear none of that.
Even if you know what you're talking about.
Bro, even if you knew what you was talking about, and that used to drive me. So when I got older, I was like, damn, my opinion matter now.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, bro, like it's no way that just because I'm young, bro, but like I grew up, like I hung around straight older people.
See, that's what I was about to say. I've been an old soul since I was a youngin'. Like
Yeah.
when I was Zydecoin, like young. I learned how to play spades at like like sixth grade. Bro. I'm not playing. I was in like sixth grade when I first learned how to play spades, and I love spades. Like I could play spades every day of the week. That's my favorite game. Like so, anybody if you want to play spades, you want to lose your money.
See, I gotta learn that.
Spades and dice. That's my that's my cup of tea. I hop on the dice any day of the week, and I'll hop on spades any day of the week. But I started doing that so young, and that's all I knew. So like I think I don't, that's why I believe you really you're never too old to learn something, because I knew I was an OG as a young, and I'm giving people my age game like I'm the OG on the block, and I still do. Like a lot of my peers and stuff, I be like, yo, come on, son, you supposed to be. You feel me? I'm like I'm 40. I'm giving the game, and it's just because that's what I was surrounded by, and that's what I soaked up. Even now, I only put in like useful information in my head. Even when I listen to music, I don't like I'll listen to something just to hear it. If it sound good. Shout out Sexy Red. I mess with Sexy Red. Uh, but sometimes it just get to a point where I hear like if I listen to like 5 different artists in a row, and if none of them talking about nothing for real, and it don't like sound good, I just be like, all right, I don't want to hear this no more. It don't matter who it is, what it is. It could be my favorite song or whatever. If I just hear so much, I call it ruckus, like noise, ruckus, all that.
Yeah.
And if I hear too much of it in a row, I just snap and lose it. So I'm like, turn that off. I don't want to hear it. And then I go listen to like some Richard Hamilton, Bobby Wombat.
That
you
boy
understand?
went old school.
You understand? I'll be on there, yeah.
But yeah, it's so. Let me see. So right now, what's your favorite like old school artist like you listen to?
So I ain't gonna lie. Over the past few years, I've been trying to more and more get into my old head music, because a lot of songs come on and I don't know the artist. Especially I don't know why these old artists is hard to remember, bro.
Yeah.
So like
because it's a lot of them.
and that's another thing. Like a lot of them old songs, they all sound the same a little bit. So it's like they got an old dude named artist named Joe. Just Joe.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I think he got a bald head or something.
I don't know what he looked like, but I know I liked the song bomb. And I'm like, bro, I don't even see it. Like, how could I ever remember I know it now, but it's like, that's not even a name. It's just his name. And it's not even his full. It's not Joe Johnson.
He ain't got no rap name. It's just Joe.
it ain't Joe Johnson, Joe Bobby, just Joe. Like, what if I spelled it wrong or something? I don't know. Like,
yeah.
But if I go off the top, I've been on Richard Hamilton heavy lately, but I probably have to go like what's that dude name? Or maybe like a Marvin Gaye-ish.
Yeah.
I like Bobby Wombat. Computer Love.
Yeah.
I like that.
Jam too. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. On the way to like trips and stuff, but it was like Earth, Wind and Fire. My grandfather, really, that's where I get the old school from.
Yeah.
Like being with my grandparents a lot. Like,
now, I ain't gonna lie. Being around older people did like instill something in me. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I could have not heard, bro. It's this dude? I think it's called The Dream.
Okay, yeah,
bro. The Dream. So I just got information and educated about this, that a lot of the songs I was hearing as a kid that my mama would play cleaning up or in the car that was on the radio, they all sounded a certain kind of way, and I never knew. They was all by different artists, but they sounded the same because come to find out, they have this dude named The Dream. He was the writer of all these songs, and he made so many songs. So he made that song called Bad. He made Single Ladies by Beyonce. He made If You Like It, Then You Should Have Put a Ring on it. He made so many songs, and I was like, And now, even nowadays, like when I hear those certain type of songs, it just give me like it bring me back to a different like it bring me back to when I was a kid sitting on the back seat right with my mama after work 4 o'clock on a Friday, feet can't touch the ground, swinging my little feet, and I'm hearing uh like what's that song or like love
Oh yeah,
or just
yeah.
something like maybe like some Trey songs
But honestly, it was
I'll be
like different.
missing.
Yep,
Like some you
yep.
feel me, like them type songs, it unlock a different when I hear like some old like Ashanti or
Bro, that's what I was just about to say.
Fantasia,
So that's songs that you hear from your mama. So it's
yeah,
like different. We listen to so many different genres of songs, bro. Like your daddy had a different genre.
uh,
Your mama, your grandparents. Shit, my mama, daddy, and mama, they listen to like so like I said, Earth, Wind and Fire, Marvin Gaye. But my
Marvin Gaye, that was
daddy's
one dude I was talking about too.
and my daddy and them listen to straight like Zydeco.
I caught a little piece of that, like shout out Pokey Bear.
Yep.
I know a big my name man
Keith Frank,
Big Pokey,
shout out Keith Frank, shout out Chris Ardoin,
Chris
like Lil
Ardoin,
Nate,
Lil Nate,
bro.
Nate Dogg, Warren G. I grew up off a mix of Texas country rap. I really call myself an A&R. Any A&Rs watching this, I really got a good ear for music and talent. So if you want to like turn your brand and business and label to the next level, get in touch with me.
Man, I'm trying to get on somebody. I'm trying to get on the track. I'm trying to get on something like for real, for real. I'm trying to.
Let me hear a little freestyle real quick off the top.
Let me see. I don't know about no freestyle. You know, I write my shit. You heard me.
I feel
so, but you know, I can come up with some stuff I wrote a long time ago. Let me see.
All right, give me a little word. Give me like a word. I'm gonna try to freestyle something.
All right, let's see. Wind machine.
Yeah, I'm playing 2K, man. I'm on the court. I'm so clean when I'm on the team. I shoot a shot, ain't nothing but green. Leave my hand in the air like a wind machine.
Hey,
Yeah. Little
right.
freestyle line
Right.
off the top. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see if I give you one. I'm gonna give you father.
Father.
Okay.
I'm gonna
make a beat.
I was chilling at home on the phone, yeah, chilling with my dog all alone, and I'ma catch it back, holla at you later. Yeah, I'm the dude, but I'm not the alligator. I'ma kill it on the beat, kill it on the floor. I got my father with me, yeah, he's sitting low, and I'm gonna kill it straight off the dome. I ain't gonna lie, I really kind of miss home, yeah.
Hey, now you snap. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know where it was going. I heard alligator. But you tied it together.
Yeah, I had to. It was kind of whipping in my brain, yeah. But I had to, you know.
That's really why I like making music. Like I make music for myself, but I think my music good enough to be released to the public. My thing is though is that the way life is and success and all that, it's a system for everything. So you know, it's only a select few people that just make it for making it off being them. Not saying you ain't got to be yourself, like, but I'm saying like some artists. There's some artists that blew up and they ain't have to drop no music video. Just straight heard the music, but.
You got some that made it was one hit wonder. Shit, but hey.
But now I think it's like a machine, like behind like for the algorithm and stuff. Yeah. So I think if you come out the gate steaming with like a music video of that, and you got a few of them in the vault, dropping them consistent.
I mean, honestly, bro, you get in the studio, you can turn anything to something. If you got the right person, like to put like effects in the background and all of that. Like for instance, DDG.
Yeah.
Bro, DDG didn't got better though. Don't get me wrong, his rap didn't got better. But when he first started, bro, a lot of artists when they first start, like, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but like especially people that's coming from YouTube and that's trying to be artists, like some of their stuff be trash at the beginning. But all they do is keep going, and they perfect that shit.
Like DDG really, I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised he started off the way he did. Cause he blew up like off that rapping with your homeboy flow. Mm-hmm. Like he used to be like he got a song, he'd be like, sipping Henny, I can't lean, I ain't staying it. Like he was like real like I don't even know. It's like Da Vinci on my collar. Like it was like I don't even know. It's basically like that homeboy flow. He like when you just kicking it, he was just like it was like I'm with the bros and we ain't going to the store. You see me and I ain't asking for no more.
Yeah,
Like it was like one of them. Like it's like just like vibe flowing on the beat a little bit, but more it was giving more like freestyle off the dome ski. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, it's and some people could freestyle good.
But like
I'm
Juice,
not a freestyler. Like I'd rather
Juice
write
WRLD,
mine.
Juice WRLD, they say he freestyled everything. Lil Snoop, RP Snoop.
Oh yeah, freestyle king, baby, freestyle king.
Yeah, he was the truth.
Bro, Lil
Meek,
Snoop. I had just started listening. Like my cousin put me on Lil Snoop, and I had literally just had started listening to him, and probably like maybe a couple years later, that's when he died.
you know what's crazy is I never forget the dude that put me on him. I don't know what he had, what he do now. He was like probably 5 years older than me. I was at camp, and he was my camp counselor, and his name was Devin. Light skinned dude, low cut.
Devin Batchan.
I don't know. I think he went to Barb.
I think that's Devin Batchan. Kind of had a low haircut.
Yeah, it might have been him.
Yeah, I think that's who that is.
But man, he used to come to camp every day playing Lil Snoop off his phone, and I was like, bro, who is you listening to, bro? And he was like, bro, this Lil Snoop. You don't know Lil Snoop? And I was like, man, I don't know what you got going on, bro. Oh, you tripping. So he used to and he was like on them hard. Like this was back in that era when nobody was jamming off headphones. They booming through the phone speaker.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, what is you jamming? Because we was always outside playing kickball and stuff. So I knew of him, but I never gave him the time of day until like he died. I might have started right before he died, but I think I started listening to him right after he died, and I started going through his catalog, and I was like, oh, because I was a little older. I'm like, oh, so now he was certified. Like I remember I used to listen to Snoop. I used to have Snoop in rotation with speaker knockers. Like, it's the speaker knockers.
Yep.
Started out with nothing, I was lonely. Like,
bro, Lil Snoop, like, he made me, especially that freestyle that he did with Chris, with Hurricane Chris.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's
fire. Bro, fire. But the real, like the fire song that kind of probably put everybody on was Mellow.
Nah, that one was true. It could be. It's. I guess it's to say it depends on who you asking. Because
basically it was that mixtape.
I think it was what was that song where nobody.
Oh yeah, does it better?
Does it better? That was Nate Dogg remix. I think
you can come closer than close. Yeah, that was.
Original, they never would be. Nobody does it better.
All we do is win. Back at it again. I do this for my mama and my daddy in the pen. Hey, that mug did.
Nah,
that mug jam.
But I ain't gonna lie, Mello was definitely one of the nigga from the ghetto. But now I'm in the game and I'm balling like a Mello.
Yeah.
Swiss,
Yeah,
I think that might have been one of his like first real music videos.
Yeah, he did. He shot that music. That's the first music video I ever watched. Was that one?
Yeah.
I used to jam Hurricane Chris too, though.
I knew of him because he did some stuff with like Boosie.
But see, that was back in the Skate City days, though.
Yeah.
Hey baby and all of that hand clap.
Hey baby, let me hear that hand clap.
Yep.
Let me hear that hand clap.
That was all Skate City days right there, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's time has flew, bro.
I sometimes, I guess it's all gonna work itself out and play out, but bro, I be wondering like what kids do now and how can they like socialize, like it's to the point where like even talking to girls, like it's deemed as weird to walk up to a girl you don't know.
Oh yeah, it's straight Instagram, straight.
Like, bro, it's like it's weird. Like the way society going is crazy. Like, like you can't walk up to a girl and like I seen they had this comedian, right, and he was like, he said something like nah, today's day is crazy. Like, just imagine going up to girls, asking them for their numbers today. Like, people would be like, bro, this dude's a psycho. Like, you just walking up to girls, asking them for their number?
But see, a lot of people try to play it off now. Yeah. So, in order for them to get a girl's number, they'll try to do like a YouTube and try to rate them, doing stuff like that. And that's it. But like, what can I have your number then? Like, they ain't gonna just walk, bro. Ain't no dude about to walk up to no girl and now he'll probably flirt with her.
Yeah.
But asking for the number, 9 times out of 10, girls they don't even get a number out no more.
Bro,
they gonna
don't.
say follow me on Instagram
Bro,
or some shit first.
Some girls don't give out the number, and I didn't see like videos where like how people like that's the new thing. Everybody want to see how many girls they can pull.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see like dudes go up to girls and be like, let me get your Instagram or something, and they like, nah, I can't give you my Instagram. Like a open Instagram like that everybody can follow, but you like, nah, I'm not giving you my Instagram. So I mean, like, it's getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know how it's gonna play out for everybody. Shit getting crazy.
Just gonna have to, man. The way the generation is gonna fall in place.
I don't even really want to fully dive into this topic either, because this is another winding topic. But bro, I don't know what happened, but from the midst of, I want to say, I don't know. Girls was different when I grew up. Girls was loose. Girls was paused. Girls was like free. They didn't care about nothing. I remember going to parties. They twerking on dudes they don't know. Like, it was.
Oh, easy. They still got them out there. But they just at the club. You don't want that though.
But I'm saying, yeah, the club is, bro. Yeah. But no, at the club, bro, they ain't even doing that no more for real. First off, it's girls dancing with girls now.
You right. That is
and
true.
Let you get close to a group of girls. Like, I see videos like this all the time. Girls will be in the club, like, or make a video about being in the club, like, dudes just be standing with dudes in their section. Y'all don't want to be around no girls. But then on the contrary, you'll see another video be like, man, this dude, he tried to walk behind me at the club. Then on the contrary of that, it's so many like different sides of that.
They did have a video. They had a video that dude was showing how girls is nowadays and how girls was back then. So he walked up behind the girl and she was dancing. And when she saw that he was behind her, she looked at him and walked away.
Oh.
She walked away. He was like, that's how girls is nowadays. He was like, back then, you walk behind a girl, bro. He said you start raising your eyebrows. Like, yeah, I got me one. And she just started dancing.
A lot of people don't even know, but like it was a portion and like where it was like you had to pass the look test. So they dancing or whatever, you get behind them, they look back. See if it's a valid.
Yep. And then they just keep going.
Okay, then you in there. Like it was like,
I'm good now.
Like, man, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like, them skate city parties used to be different, bro. I remember, man, on Sundays, it wasn't no skates involved on Sunday. Straight dancing on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm talking about now looking back at it, bro. This was wild. It really used to be like, I don't know how many girls, but it used to be like a group of girls, like, and skate ring is like a circle.
Yeah.
So it used to be girls like all by each other going around in like a big oval shape, and they used to all be like twerking, and it used to literally be like a line of dudes. I promise you, I'm not making this up. It used to be a line of dudes behind each girl, and I'm not talking about like 2 dudes. It used to be like 5 dudes each girl. So now looking back at that is so wild. Like, it used to be like 5 dudes waiting for one girl.
Yeah, that's wild.
And what's even more crazy is like, back then dudes wasn't fans. Like, they'll get their little few dance and go about it. Like, everybody was just, I don't know, it was just different. Like, it's 5 dudes, you see, let me get a few little and on to the next. Like, you feel me? You might, for a song, maybe a song and a half, pass the stick. And I remember back in the day, man, see, that's what I'm saying. Time is different. I remember back in the day, dudes like say like they got a girl, woo, and then sometimes dudes are like throw the lob to their partners. Like, I done seen that so many times, son. Like, one girl, she shaking, woo, he behind her. Then dudes start looking behind, looking for see who trying to catch that lob. You right there, easy, quick.
They wouldn't mind.
And sometimes they wouldn't even know. Like, they might bend her down, put her head down, and while she bending over, he just slid in. Like real smooth. Like, back in the day, hey, that I don't even. It's crazy. I don't even know if we was affected by it, but maybe there was a lot of ism going on, like pimpism, like real talk. Like, maybe that's why it was just so different back then. But
yeah, it was kind of. But it was better back then, though, bro. Like, it wasn't. You can actually go somewhere and not. not getting no fights, no altercations, bro. Like you meet your homeboys that you know now over there.
But
like
I remember back then, like you could literally like the only arguments back in the day, it was either like somebody stepping on your shoes,
yeah,
or it was like somebody trying to like steal somebody's girl, like somebody actual girl, not that they're just talking to, like this your actual girl, and somebody trying to like take her from you.
yeah.
Besides that, bro, it really went. It was smooth, like you feel me. The only it was like that was really it, like disrespect basically. Nowadays, it don't even be disrespect. It be like all right, this is not. I don't know who giving everybody the game now, but if you with your girl and you not paying attention to something, and somebody walk up to your girl and you not like say she's on the side of you looking somewhere else or whatever, or y'all not mad close and it don't seem like if somebody walk up to your girl and be like, "Oh, how you doing?" That and dude turn around, "Hey, that ain't disrespectful. He didn't know. It's cool to play a P like, hey, sorry, but hey, this me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then but this dudes nowadays like, man, hold on, get my you man, you think I'm some type of
because they jump straight to conclusions.
now they won't fight, self scoot, and nobody fighting no more. That's another thing is I'm scared of that too. Kids, bro. Like I grew up fighting all day, every day, outside of school, in school, like on the block, in front of the house, around the house. Shoot, I remember we used to fight for fun. Like, shoot, when I was growing up, to kick it with your group, you had to have fought all of them, and not even on no gang stuff. Just like it's gonna come down to a point where everybody got to get in that blend with everybody. And it was some days like we used to just get like we used to all it used to be like 7 of us. We used to all be in like one of my partners' rooms or whatever. All the adults was either outside or watching the game or something. We shut the door, man. And this my partner room. His name was Makai. Shout out Makai. I know you're gonna see this, but he used to have a tiny room, and the bed took up majority of the room. So it was like we used to like it was like the room was as wide as the bed. Like it was like this much space on the side of the mattress. Long ways though. So whenever everybody there shut the door, and the room wasn't that big, it was probably like enough to put 2 beds in it. Long ways. So everybody used to sit on the bed that wasn't fighting, and there used to be 2 niggas and 2 brothers in the front getting scuffing it out, slap boxing. Some we getting in there.
That's how we did it for basketball trips. When we had went out of town for a long time, bro, it was like we would all go in one room and we'd like either do like pillow fights or we'd just be wrestling. Bro, it used to be fun back then.
I ain't gonna lie, like growing up, I was around some vicious stuff. Like I had some like menaces as cousins, bro. Like man, my older cousins was crazy, bro. Like I'm not even joking, bro. Like my sister 4 years older than me. My sister was always like the youngest around them. So they was like 6 years, 7 years older than me. And I'm talking about we used to be full on fighting. Like I'm like 8 years old fighting a 15-year-old. Like I'm talking about real deal fighting. Like we used to always go to my grandma. It was my grandma's house or my mama's house or my auntie house. Anybody house we went to, it never happened. I mean, it never failed, bro. We would all go in one room and just be chilling. But it always happened when like them. It was some brothers. I had 2 cousins. The what's their name? Free Darius and Junior. Darius and Junior. Well, they got another brother, but
I think I met Junior. Ain't his name like Bass?
Yeah.
I didn't met
so
him.
Them 2 used to always come, and if everybody was chilling, it was 3 of them. It was them 2, and I had another one named Dominique. And I had another one too named Christian. That's my uncle's son. So when them four got to, and we was all at a family function. If all 4 of them was together at the family function, you already knew somebody had to fight. So if they all 4 was there, it was bad. Or if it was the 2 brothers, like they ain't like the same age. Then one like a year older. And if them 2 was there at the same time, that's bad because brothers they play off of each other. So they start and then now woo. Yep. So we used to all be chilling. Next thing you know, somebody all you hear is hey. The next thing you know, a few seconds later, you see one of 3 of the demons walking in the room, and then you like, oh snap! And then whenever they get in there, everybody like whoever coming in, they shut the door, and whoever in there, You just better be on 10.
I think it was just to the point to where, bro, when we was younger, when we hung around, like the people we hung around, if we hung around them too long,
yeah,
nigga, that shit always started like some type of altercation or something, bro.
but that too, and I think like I don't even think it was like malicious intent, but I just wasn't going for. I would never been the type to just go for nothing. So when I was young, it's like little simple stuff. Like say if you get a cut, right? They fresh cut. It ain't nothing major, but sometimes they might fresh cut you, and it might be a little hard. So now you feel some type of way.
I ain't never had that happen to me. I ain't never had that.
Nah, I ain't gonna count. I didn't start but I mean I fought though, so I ain't care. But it didn't happen a lot. I was fresh cutting a lot of people, but it's like tradition almost. So like anybody with a boosie fade, raps,
bro. And it's crazy because you start looking at stuff now. It feel like they head was more like shaved back then. Like they shit was smooth. I mean, like, bro, when you had a boosie fade, bro,
glistening,
bro, what?
You can see their thoughts when
bro. It used to be so shiny, starting from here all the way around, bro. Like it's just it looks slappable,
man. Like it's like that cuff part of the head. You gotta catch like this the hair.
Yeah, right just like
you gotta catch the cuff right, right under in the curves.
Yep.
Or I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how people fell for this so much, but easiest way to catch somebody with a fresh cut, they get a fresh cut. Oh, boy, that boy is sharp. They start gassing them about. Oh man, let me see. You start rubbing their head, boy. Let me see the back. Match. Man, shit. That was good times,
bro. I wish I can go back. I ain't lying. Like man, I don't look at it. I didn't look at it back then like that, but now, bro, I always reminisce about going back to high school.
Man, I be thinking, I be like, man, I don't be reminiscing for real, but sometimes it crossed my mind. I be like, I wonder if at this moment I would have did this. Like
that's what I like, man. I wish I can go back so I could do something different because the stuff that I know now, I wish I would have known that back then. But I mean, it's life though. I mean, maybe it wasn't meant for me to learn that back then.
That's how I be feeling, bro. I mean, like, so I ain't gonna count, bro. It was rough, like not rough, but I'm saying like I went through a lot, like. Not nothing crazy, but I just was around so much, and I seen so much. Not even like on no like street stuff. I'm just saying I just seen like
in general,
just so much like from being around. I used to hang with the old peoples, like the grandmas, grandpa. I used to hang with them from hanging with the babies, to hanging with the kids my age, to hanging with the people older than me. Just from being around so much, like. Being pulled over with people who got who knows what in the car, being around uncles that's on the run, like just all kind of stuff. Seeing your cousins with guns, or seeing your cousins with stolen stuff, or they taking you to go hunt. I got chased by a wild hog one.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I was like 8 years old, and for the people that don't know, Lake Charles is right next to Texas, and right in the middle, it's like a country area. Like we call it up the country. So basically like around Newton, Orange, that area. So we used to go up the country all the time. But me, like I told you earlier, I was always trying to be fly. I had a passion for being fly 24/7. So even though my drip wasn't up to par back then, my focus was the kicks. Like I could have on a poo fit, but if my kicks was sharp,
you good,
man. So I remember I had some Jordan 8s on. They was the turquoise and maybe turquoise and yellow, I think, or turquoise and green. It was turquoise and something, maybe turquoise and orange. But majority of it was white, and the bottom was like turquoise. I had them Jordan 8s on. Had on some jeans shorts. I don't know what shirt I had on. But I was going up to the country just to pop it. I was just going up there. They used to call us the city kids. They up the country. They barefoot. We come up there. They thought we was living in New York. They was like, man, y'all from the city. Y'all. So we really, I mean, it's a small city, but it wasn't like what they thought. But we come up there. We come up there Polo, Polo, NC, you remember that brand? NC jeans, NC shorts. Jordan 8. I'm Chris. So I'm up there. I'm like, shoot, I'm coming to kick it. I ain't trying to get dirty. None of that. So I'm chilling. So we going like this little like part off like the side of the house. It was like it was just grass. Like it was like a little woody, but it wasn't like crazy. So it was just grass and stuff. And I had my pellet gun. So we looking for like small animals and stuff. We go in there for a little minute. We're like, all right, there ain't nothing. Let's go to the real part. So I'm like, dang, all right, bet. I'm still not thinking. I'm not thinking we gonna get muddy or nothing like that. So we go across the street and we going for a little minute, like deep. Then it get to this point where I gotta jump a creek. So I jumped the creek, shoes get dirty, foot, and if you don't know, our creek real soft. So like I jumped, and if you jump too close, you go down. So I'm jumping, foot then got sucked in. It made the little pop sound. I'm like, dang. But I'm already halfway, and I'm like, sure, this just kicks. It's whatever. So I'm keep going, keep going. Then we gotta jump a barbed wire fence. I'm like, oh no, son. So I jumped the fence. I'm the last one. So I'm following them. I'm behind because they showing the way. Me and my sister was in the back. So we see some wild horses. After we jumped the barbed wire fence, we in like this big open field. We probably like 10 minutes walking from the house, maybe 15. So we was gone for probably like over a mile, and we deep on somebody property, and we was trying to like chase these wild horses. So we chasing them, woo, woo, woo. And then all we hear is like, I'm like, man, what is that? My cousins, they from the country, so they already know they on game. They like, oh, that's the wild hogs. So they burning off. We like, me and my sister like, man, what's going on? And they just did and the fences, like we don't know where they at, but we hear them. And wild hogs, they be like, they kill people, like they like real vicious. So they just they like, go, go, go. But I don't know. I don't remember where the wild hogs was. I didn't see them, but I heard them. I don't know where they was at. I don't know if they was on that side of the fence or the other, but I know they was gone, and I'm like, shoot. So they gone, they juicing. All right, and it took me a minute to realize what's going on. So it was just me and my sister. And my sister, she used to run track, so she was way faster than me. So she gone. So now I'm last. I'm running, and I'm in a whole fit. And this was, back in the day, people used to wear
nigga messing all his eights up.
Back in the day, people used to wear big shorts. So I got on like they jean shorts, but they down
low
like
your knee.
They're like capris. So I'm running full speed. I might not have had the polo on. I might have had my t-shirt on. But I know for sure I think I had them jean shorts on. So I'm running. Ah, 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 ah. The sound, I just hear it. Everybody else, it's like, bro, I promise, it's like a movie scene, bro. And it was like so the way we had to hop the fence, it was like a tree where I'm at, a tree where you at, and the fence was right here. So the spot to get over the fence, it was like a small gap. So you gotta like really be on your P's and Q's to not get caught up. Oh, that was a moth. Little moth, you feel me? We shooting this in the garage, you know what I'm saying? We still the coldest PODCAST.
They gonna see.
Like I was saying though, so it was like a small gap with a barbed wire. Like it went far, but I mean to get over. So we running. I gotta come to this, but I'm going full speed. So I'm like, man, I gotta get over it. In my mind, I'm trying to. I'm like going through the scenarios. I'm like, all right, let's be realistic. I can't just one jump that John. I know I ain't MJ. I can't just. So I'm like, all right, that's out the question. And I'm like, I can't take my time and make sure I don't hit the things because I'm like, if he really close, it's raps. So I'm like, dang, all these things going through my mind. So I'm like, F it. I'm gonna just movie jump that John. Like, you know how they do like over the cars or whatever?
Yeah.
So I'm running. I hit that John like that, or at least I thought I did. I tried to hit it. I don't know how I got over, but I got over it. I think I cut all my stomach up. I don't remember, but I just know I was cutting my hands. I don't remember how I got over it, but I got over it. And then they were still going because we don't know what it sounded. So I'm running. I'm the last one running. I done jumped, stuck back in the mud again. I'm bleeding. I'm bloody. I'm just all tore up. I get back. Everybody outside. But once, as soon as we get, not like my people, my cousins and everybody that was with me, they didn't ran to the house. But I mean, like, you know how like you be having functions. Sometimes everybody inside, somebody. Yeah. I come back. Everybody out of breath, so they like, where Troy at? And I come back, everybody outside looking at me. They looking at me. I'm toe up, bleeding, dirty.
Jordan's messed up.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I had a story kind of like that, but I mean, we kind of did it to ourselves. It was me and my homeboy, and we used to be in university, and they had these these Rockwallers that was trained. They'll run you they'll run you to like to the next block, and they won't stop, and then they'll just go back to their house. So one night, should I say, we we was running and we knew where they stayed at. So it was like, and it didn't matter who you was, bro. If you go into that driveway, if you go into that driveway, they gonna chase you. Man, we went into the driveway, bro. Took off running, nigga. We gone. Rockwallers, we look behind Rockwallers chasing us. Nigga, my slipper, I had slippers on. I don't know why I had slippers, but you know, back in the day, everybody wore slippers.
Yeah.
So I had my slippers on, bro. I'm running, bro. I click my slipper up, I catch it. I'm running. I stop, I hurry up and kick the other one up, bro. It went above my head. I say, oh shit. It kind of helped me, but I missed my slipper. The dog stopped and looked at the slipper, so it gave me enough time to run. But I'm like, bro, I got one slipper. We got another dude that was with us. He's so slow. He like, wait for me. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody about to wait for you. Hell nah, bro. These Rockwallers, like they not, and there's two of them. Nah. But I ended up making it. But I'm like, bro, why we did stupid stuff like that back in the day? Like,
bro, we used to. I mean, we was just trying to find entertainment though. Like,
man, that was some fun entertainment.
It really was, bro. Like we used to do so much stuff, bro. Like just like being outside, you just come up with stuff like the curve ball, like when you throw the ball at the curve.
Oh yeah.
Like niggas used to do that, like.
Yeah, damn, I forgot about that.
And curve ball used to hit for real too.
Bro, that's crazy.
I used to mess with curve ball. Like we used to just be outside figuring stuff out. You feel me? If y'all ain't got no goal, we using baskets.
Made one, yup.
Making them like. If you got a skateboard, you feel me? We pulling you on a skateboard or shoot, we want to go ride around. We got one bike. It's somebody on the pegs, on the handlebars.
Yep.
Like, so I remember I rode my bike like 30 minutes. That might have been like 45 minutes. And it was like 9 of us. And I think it was like probably 3 miles, maybe 4 miles. But it was so many of us, everybody didn't have a bike. So the people on the bike, we had people on the handlebars and the pegs. And I think we only had 2 bikes or maybe 3 bikes. So it was like 2 people that was walking or jogging, whatever. So we used to we was on our way to the gym. So we would like switch them out like every once in a while. Somebody on the peg, on the handlebars, to hop off, let somebody else get on. And we did that all the way to the gym for like 3.5 miles, bro. Like, sheesh. Niggas just found stuff to do. Like,
yeah, I remember when you had told me a while back when you was like, you rode your bike all the way to Chenault. And I'm like, bro, Chenault from your house, that wasn't that's down the street.
That's the time I'm talking about. And it was like we was deep. It was like 9, 8 of us, bro. And the killer part about that too, I had to go to practice too.
Yeah, I remember you say you rode all the way over there. Then your daddy came get you.
Bro, I might have capped. It might not have been 45. It might have been an hour and a half ride. But I know it was a long ride on a bike. On a bike, it was a long ride. It was like a 10 to 15 minute ride in a car. So y'all do the math on that.
Yeah.
So it was probably like a 10, 15 minute ride in the car. And so we was like, but we wanted to get there. We ain't had no ride. All my people was at work. And we had like 2 bikes. So I mean, we knew how to make some shape. So we get there. Man, I'm talking about, I kid you not. As soon as I pull up, I ain't even get to go in the gym. I'm unloading everybody. I'm about to lock my bike up outside. My pop's pulling up.
But the crazy part is how he knew you was there.
I don't know. I think I had called and told him we was gonna go there or something.
And he couldn't tell you that before you got all the way there.
Well, I think I was talking to my mama. Because I used to ask my mama everything.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have missed practice that day.
That's what I was planning on doing. I ain't care about practice. My people, they cared about it. But me, if it was up to me, I was like, bro, if you a kid having fun, F that practice. They was like, you got practice, you gotta go. It was so many like good vibes and stuff. We just got killed because we had to, like, man, you know, like everybody, because like on Sundays we used to always go to like either my grandma's house or like one of my daddy's friends' house or something, and we used to all kick it. And we always had like a practice on a Sunday. So just imagine y'all all kicking it, and then like, all right, it's like 3:00. you probably been there like an hour or two, and y'all outside, and you like, oh yeah, we kicking it. Then they're like, all right, we gotta go to practice. You like,
Yeah, that like that just it ruined your mood at that point.
I think that's another reason why I didn't like sports for so long. I had fun in the game. I just didn't like practice. I never liked the practice, but I always had fun in the game.
Well, yeah, that's how it normally goes.
Yeah, man, but I think that's why because I was forced to go. Like I'm like, dang, I can't. You feel me? I can't miss some Sundays. Like, dang, y'all tripping. Like when I had kids, like man, if they chilling, I'm be all right. I'll let you. Like if they don't want to go to school sometime, all right, you can take this day off. You feel me? Yeah, like you gotta give a little leeway, man. Show them a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they making the grades and doing what they
Bro, like
supposed to
fam,
do.
I had good grades all the time, bro. And me asking my parents to like not go to school, I had to come up with this master scheme plan. Like I like this how really I got smart because like my parents even they probably knew I was playing or whatever, but I had to finesse it at night, like the day before, just to set it
Oh
up for
yeah,
the
you
next.
had to.
So and then not even just that night, like I come home, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to miss tomorrow. So I gotta be like, as soon as I get home, you can't be having. I don't know what parents think associating doing anything and sick is, but if you do anything and claim to be sick, you lying.
They think that like I did something at 6 o'clock, but I can't be sick by 9.
Exactly.
Bro, that
Like
drove
so,
me,
like if
bro.
I want to be sick, I gotta come home, and when they get home, I gotta be laying down in the bed,
Yep,
laying on the
bath
couch.
took already,
Yeah,
everything.
I gotta be like on some whole other stuff.
don't
Just
eat don't eat
don't
dinner.
eat dinner. Like you gotta make you a sandwich that night, and bro, there's so
You
much
gotta
stuff.
tell me you don't want to eat. I don't feel good. I'm not hungry. What's
You
wrong?
got
Then
you gotta say you done took some medicine or some just to set it up. And then the way I used to have to do it, like sometimes I could feel like when I like if I tell my mama I'm sick at night and like saying like what you ain't gotta go to school tomorrow. So I used to wake up like 3, 4, like right because we used to have to wake up at like 5 to get ready for school because our bus passed at like 6. So at like 3, 4, I'm like man, I need to go. I need to go in and lock in. So I'm like, I'll go wake my mom up. And you gotta do that little sleepy voice, like, Mama, Mom. And she like, what? And I'm like, I don't feel good, Mama. My stomach hurt. And you can't just say your stomach hurt, because then she gonna be like, oh, just take this. My stomach hurt, my hair
nah, you
hurt.
gotta tell her that you threw up, man.
That throw up.
I've been throwing up,
Hey, nah,
man.
that's true. That
You
throw up,
got that it gets you every time,
I ain't gonna lie,
every time.
I done got a lot of them. Sometimes, like my mama room was right by the bathroom, so sometimes I just go in the it like early at night or whatever, make the sounds like just so she can hear it, because I'm setting it up. I'm like, Ma, I threw up. I don't feel good. My head hurt. I don't know, Ma. I can't go to school.
Yeah, that throw up was the if you fake that throw up, you good.
Man,
You golden.
or every blue moon you get like the equivalent to that. Maybe you might be able to slide a little diarrhea.
Diarrhea, yep.
Like, because they don't want you going to school dookie on yourself.
You right.
So you would be like, oh my, oh I can't, oh my. And then
In the middle of the conversation, bro, you be like, it's coming on again. Let me go to the bathroom.
And then they be like, oh, just take some Pepto Bismol. You got like, no, I took some last night.
See, I didn't have to worry about that. Pepto Bismol, it make it worse for me. Yeah. So I had to take like what was that other stuff? Was it
Laxative?
Milk of Magnesia?
Oh yeah.
I had to take that. I
didn't know about that from Mother.
Yeah, I had to take that. I couldn't take Pepto Bismol. I couldn't drink it, or I couldn't take the tablets. It'll make, so I had to take that Milk of Magnesia. But yeah, bro, it was kids want none of that, bro.
Man, I ain't gonna lie though, that was one of the best things. So I moved out at like I moved in with my grandma when I was in like 11th grade. Bro, that was one of the best things I could have did like school wise, cause like my parents they didn't really care if we missed school, but it was easier for them to like raise suspicion whenever we was like all in the house, cause like if it's like 8 o'clock and we all still at the house, you gotta be like ducked off, like, so for them to like not like raise no suspicion at 8 o'clock, you either gotta be either in your bed under the covers, not just sleep under the covers to make it look like you're not in there, or you gotta be like in the bathroom, and when they walking out to go to work, you could just hope you was quiet enough, or you either had to be in like one of the back living rooms, like ducked off or something, cause like they'll be walking up like, you ain't at school today? And like, yeah, but we just but shoot, once I moved with mother, boy, mother ain't know nothing. She thought she did. She was like, y'all ain't at school today? I was like, yeah, we at school. Or I was like, nah, I just wasn't feeling good, you know. Grandmas, you ain't got it. They don't ask too much. Sure, I remember when I was a senior, boy, I was late. Probably, well, you go to school for how many months? What?
You go from August, so you got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So you go for 9 months.
9 months. So I want to say 7 of the months I was late 2 hours every day. I missed. I think I had a history and I had some other biz class, but I was like, it was like, oh, history and math. But I used to
That
go.
was your senior year?
Yeah.
Oh, so you had a half a day.
No, yeah, but I had a short day. Yeah, I think I got out at like lunch. Well, I had football, so I used to have to stay like.
Oh yeah.
But I used to still go home, like, but I had to be back. So, but I got out at lunch, and but I start finessing it though. So I'm coming in at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then I knew how to get into school instead of going through the front. So I'm coming in through the gym. I'm making sure it's unlocked. If it's locked, I'm texting people to come open it. I slip in right when everybody in traffic going to classes. I come to my class. Now some teachers they used to catch it. It's like, it say you wasn't here all day. And they be like, you gotta go to the office and get a slip. Or sometimes
oh yeah, I remember
like,
that.
I'd be like, nah, I was here. They must just ain't catch it or something. So but yeah, I think I was voted most likely to be tardy to graduation or something like that. Cause bro, I was late every single day. Only reason how I passed them classes because like I used to like go to the class and get the work sometimes, but the classes was like kind of BS, bro. Like that math class, like I started going. Well, no, this what happened. I had a strict no. This why it was like 7 instead of 9 months because I had a real strict. She wasn't like mean, but she was like strict on work. Like so, if you late, she finding you at football practice. She coming.
Oh yeah.
She coming on the field like, and you trying to duck off. She gonna get the like if you like you know how they see you way and you like looking out the side. She gonna be like, oh okay, he don't come. Coach. You know how they be. Coach, come in.
Yeah, I hated those.
So then here come Coach. Here you go. Here come Coach Sella. Here you go, big fella. There you go. You make sure you get your work done. And he want to grab on you. Heard you been missing class there, buddy.
Yeah, he acted like it all good. See, but when Southern was at LaGrange,
nah, I heard
bro,
vicious.
Southern used to check up on you in class. Like most of his star players, like he would go in class and he was cool with every teacher, every single one of them. So if you messed up in one class, there's no class you could slack in.
Bro, Southern, I don't know if he did this for y'all, but our school was so small, bro. This dude used to come and take our phones, bro.
Yeah, he did that.
Bro, he used to come take out. And so that's how I started finessing it. I'm like, bro, this nigga taking my phone. Because I used to be leaving early. So I'm like, bro, I don't want to have to go find him to get my phone. He in his office, and then now I gotta be. He like, where you going? You know we got practice. What if I don't want to come to practice? But you feel me? But
you gotta go to practice that day.
But exactly because you done had the interaction. Yep. So if you don't come, he know you just ain't come because you didn't want to. Whether if you ain't seen him or talked to him, he might be, oh, something came up. Who knows? So I used to start coming late. So I'm like, oh yeah, I start putting it in my backpack because Coach Southern, he'll walk up and he start getting slick with it. He'll be having a whole conversation with you, and then he'll start tapping your pockets, like. And so I'm like, oh, I'm about to start putting my stuff in my backpack. So he on tap mine. So I start putting it in my backpack, getting by, and then I start slipping up sometime. I'm like, man, he ain't take my phone in a minute. I got it in my pocket. I didn't walk by him. Whoa. Come sit here. I'm like, what was that? You phone? I'm like, huh? He like, your phone. I'm like, oh, dang. I forgot. He like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Did y'all have the glasses on y'all doors?
Yeah.
Like in the classrooms? Yeah, like it's like the little like rectangular.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to, man, I ain't gonna lie. One time it scared the hell out of me. I'm over here In class, bro.
Bro,
I'm in class. I had just got off my phone. I'm in my phone. Like, you know, you take your phone out your pocket, you like
side,
this. Man, I'm like this. I had just sent the text message. I like my phone, put it in my pocket. I look in the window. He looking at me.
Bro.
He like this.
Bro, I kid you not, bro. I don't know how, bro, but this dude was selling, bro. He was really, I messed with him because he was like a jokester, but he was serious at the same. So it was like sometimes you ain't knowing he was joking. But bro, this dude used to be having full-on conversations with us sometimes through the window while we in the class. Like say if we're not paying attention to something, he'd be like this.
But the crazy part is, I didn't even play football. But he did it because so this happened. This started happening like I think it was like my senior year, and it might have been my junior year, because him and Coach Collins, or it might have been my senior year. I think might have been him and Perry, but they was like together. Mm-hmm. So suddenly when he checked on his football players, he checked on the basketball players also, and that was the time he caught me. I'm like, bruh, out of all things.
But look, man, we done gave y'all a lot of free game, man. You know, we just the intro. We got plenty of stories. Trust me, man.
Facts,
so we just vibing. So we could keep talking. It'll be,
10 o'clock.
A whole Titanic movie, like 4-hour John type John. But you know, like I said, man, I'm the co-host. This is my co-host, Troy Jr. on Instagram.
D Prince the Barber on Instagram.
D _ Prince _ the _ Barber. You understand? All that. We appreciate y'all. Follow our Instagrams, follow the brand page, follow the podcast page,
and also the YouTube. Don't forget about the YouTube.
If you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, come over to the YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, go give us a follow on Apple Podcasts. Just show love, man. If you want us to talk about anything, DM us on the brand. The podcast Instagram.
Yes, sir. Any topics, anything. If y'all want us to talk about anything, just DM us in the on the Dapper Dialogues Instagram.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? This gonna wrap it up, man. You got Dapper D and Dapper T keeping it most dapper as it can be. You feel me?
Facts.
We the best. You can keep the rest. And why be flawed when you can be dapper instead?
Dapper. I mean, Peace. That's all it is. Deuces. All right.
Hope that bitch still recording.